Donald Trump has taken the gloves off and is pounding Elon Musk with threats today, and I have the blow-by-blow breakdown on the brutal beatdown for you next. That's hard to say. Let's begin by setting the stage. Trump was entertaining the press, as he likes to do, while on his way to so-called Alligator Alcatraz. Listen to his mind spin in synchronicity with the whirl of the helicopter blades, and then we'll do a deep dive into his takedown of Elon.
Good morning. We're going out to Alligator Alcatraz. It's the East Coast version, and it should be very exciting, very good. Worked very hard on it with Ron and everybody, and I think it's going to be great. And then I'll be back here fighting for the bill, and I hear it's going okay. We'll move it along. But we'll be back here pretty early.
They just get eaten by an alligator or a snake or something?
I guess that's the concept. This is not a nice business. I guess that's the concept. If snakes are fast, but alligators are, but we're going to teach them how to run away from an alligator, okay? If they escape prison. How to run away. Don't run in a straight line. Run like this. And you know what? Your chances go up about 1%. Okay? Not a good thing.
Donald Trump, the President of the United States, just explained to the world how to run from alligators, and as much as I would love to do an entire episode on that, we have swampier business to attend to that involves his fellow snake, Elon Musk. I'll share the threats Trump made against him in just a minute, but first let's look at what likely caused Trump to coil and strike. Elon has been an outspoken critic of Trump's big, beautiful bill, and it cuts the Donald deep. For instance, today he reposted this. Mind-blowing federal budget breakdown. 6.16 trillion spending versus 4.47 trillion revenue. The government's fiscal 2023 numbers reveal massive deficit spending that would make any sane business owner cringe. Social Security dominates spending while individual income taxes carry the revenue load. The deficit gap is staggering. We're spending 1.69 trillion more than we bring in annually. Interest payments on existing debt alone consume hundreds of billions that could fund actual programs. Individual income taxes and payroll taxes shoulder most of the burden, while corporate taxes contribute relatively little. Meanwhile, Social Security, Defense, and Medicare devour the largest spending chunks. Source, Office of Management and Budget. And even more recently, Musk posted this video as a sly way of criticizing Trump's bill without mentioning his name.
The real tax on the American people is what government spends. If the federal government spends $450 billion and only raises $400 billion in taxes, who do you suppose who pays that other $50 billion? Do you suppose the tooth fairy does? Inflation is, from this point of view, a form of taxation. If government spends more than it takes in, it has to meet the difference, either by printing money or by borrowing from the public at large.
So that's Elon's swampy side of the he said, but Donald Trump's microphone is bigger, much bigger, and he used it to entertain a question about deporting Elon while threatening him with a familiar and ironic monster.
We got a lot of hostages back, but we're going to talk about that. I don't know. I think we'll have to take a look. We might have to put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is? Doge is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible? He gets a lot of subsidies, Peter. But Elon's very upset that the EV mandate is going to be terminated. And you know what? When you look at it, not everybody wants an electric car. I don't want an electric car. I want to have maybe gasoline, maybe electric, maybe a hybrid, maybe someday a hydrogen. If you have a hydrogen car, it has one problem. It blows up, So I'm going to give that one to Peter. I'm going to let Peter test it out.
Elon Musk.
Who?
What happened to Elon Musk?
Nothing. No, he's upset he's losing his EV mandate, and he's he's very upset about things, but he could lose a lot more than that. I can tell you right now. Hey, Elon can lose a lot more than that.
The clash between these two narcissists, of course, was inevitable. Trump's ego can't handle criticism or potential defeat of his signature bill, and Elon, for all his delusions about free speech, is learning in real time that Trump doesn't believe in it, especially if it reeks of disloyalty. Ultimately, Donald Trump could kneecap Tesla and Musk and take a victory lap with Elon's head on a stick. And then Musk might withdraw his support from the Republican Party and pour his money and algorithm into a third party, which he has strongly hinted at. That would leave the GOP in a divided mess. But maybe that's what's needed. Burn the dumpster fire to the ground and let it rebuild itself from the ashes.